Hi guys, welcome. Stage 6, Backstage Pass. It's one of the last flat stages for a couple of days and a big chance for us to nail one with Gossi into the finish into Metz. So Lionel, tell us a little bit about this region of France today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you already hear about this region because it's a region where you produce champagne. To give you an idea, they produce and they sell 80 million bottles of champagne every year in the world. And the finish line will be in another region, it's in Lorraine, where you can find the famous quiche Lorraine.
Okay, so I'm Rachel. I'm here with SRM Team Support. We're at the Tour Stage 6 and we're visiting Team Orica-GreenEDGE, and we're taking a little look at one of their most valuable training tools, which is the SRM training system. So we'll start with the SRM power meter. This is the crank here, designed by Uli Schoberer over 25 years ago, and it's designed to measure the rider's watts, so how hard the cyclist is pushing during the race or during a training session. And the watts are then transmitted to the power control here, and this is where the rider can look on his watts, his cadence, his heart rate, his speed. He can also see his altitude gain, how many calories he's burned in a ride. And this power control will also record all of the data so that it can later be taken to the computer at home with the trainer and the coach, and they can download the data and analyze the race or the training session, and just pick some target areas that they'd like to work on, and analyze the race.
Alright, welcome to the Sports Science office here on tour at the Tour de France. First of all, apologies, it is washing day here today, but onwards. So as Rachel explained, the riders ride with SRMs. All the information is collected in these little bike computers. At the end of the day, they come back to me and I download them into the computer. This gives us a fancy looking graph with squiggly lines, but we then use that information to look at how each rider's going, the workload that they're producing, where they're going well, where they're not going so well, and we can make adjustments to the racing plans for the next days.
Hey Trish, Skip.
Yeah, mate. Skip.
There's 2 passes.
Oh,
The effort was
awesome.
there.
Thank
well,
you.
Well done. Look forward to seeing you on the side of the road in the coming days as well.
Definitely. Loving it.
Good on you, Skip.
Thanks for that. See ya.
So we're at the feed zone now. The weather is not really good. It started to rain. And yeah, I got those media following me again. Now it's for Australian television, but after the autograph of Gilbert, things went crazy, and now it's every day the media is there. But I do it for you guys to make you guys happy, eh?
Go through it. It's about a minute, okay?
A minute.
Try and talk for a minute.
We're here in the feed zone today, and actually after 50 kilometres into the race, the riders can go back to the car and grab some bottles or some food.
Normal gels, and then a little
Piece of cake, what's that about?
piece of cake. Yeah, it's just a piece, and it's a cake.
And how many bottles do you prepare at the start of the day?
Right, okay, how do you rate Joachim on TV? Bit flat?
Yeah, he's got a lot of personality, but he doesn't necessarily bring it out on camera.
Do you reckon he's nervous or what?
I think he might be. I think he's got some ladies back in Australia that are watching out for him, and he doesn't want to make a fool out of himself.
Oh, my girlfriend is watching that as well, eh? Please? I like my job and I would love to keep it.
Steve-O. Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks. When he got caught behind it, but all our guys up the front. Thanks, mate. Perfect. Yeah, thanks. Perfect, mate. When he got caught behind it, the rest are all up the front. Right, guys, stick to the plan. We keep sticking to the plan, guys. Stewie, only if needed in the last 2 or 3 kilometres we use you, mate. Only if needed. Yep. Yeah. No. Say again, Matthew Goss. Alright. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, mate.
Pretty much we didn't have any help from any of the other teams really today, except for Otto, and then they said that Grapple wasn't going to sprint, so they stopped the chase with us. So we were left to do most of the work, but as you can see at the end they did sprint. So I think they pulled up with us basically, but yeah, the boys worked really hard, and just it's a little bit disappointing there at the end that things don't go away again. But
I thought it was just coming out to about 200 to go, so I made my move, and then as I got up alongside Grapple, I sent him 200 metre behind the distance, and it was just too far to go. I had no, I couldn't sit back in, I couldn't make it that far to the finish, so I just had to keep going, and we only managed third again.
Again, a chaotic final. I guess 30 Ks, big bunch crash.
Yeah, that's why we're right at the front. That's why we haven't crashed so far, is because we have a team that rides together, and we have a team that rides, to look after each other. When we're all together, we're not going to crash each other. So while we ride with each other, we're going to stay out of trouble, and it uses up a bit of firepower for the finals. But so far we've come through unscathed.
Well, it's a wrap for Stage 6 Tour de France. Another close call for the boys, and another very, very exciting day here at the Tour. And we took control of the race today. We wanted to give Gossi every chance to win in the final, and the boys did a super job, and a very, very tight-knit group of guys we've got here, and that showed by the people who are working today, and guys who are looking for their own stage wins in the second and the third week. Peter Weening, Sebastian Langeveld, Simon Gerrans, Michael Albacini, and putting on the line for Gossi, and that's the chemistry we've got in this team, and it hasn't changed, even though we've come. It's been a little bit frustrating this first week. We haven't knocked off that win that we're looking for, but it's just another day, and we move on tomorrow and change our goals and change our plans accordingly to the race profile. The winner of the Retweet Your Tweet competition is Nicholas Baum. Congratulations, and we'll be back with more from Stage 7 tomorrow from the Tour de France. See you then.